Alright guys and gals, this is gonna be my my EDC everyday carry video. I did a review previously on my Glock 39 and the crossbreed super tuck holster. So I won't go too much into depth on those. There is a video for that. But I will go into kind of everything else that I use. First, I'll start with my belt. In my video where I talk about the crossbreed and how I carry this gun, I talked about how the belt was important, and it is. Carrying with like a cheaper belt from like Walmart or somewhere just isn't as comfortable. Makes me not want to carry. Tend to leave my gun at home when I used to use a belt like that. This belt is a 511. It's style number 59405, if you're interested. It's just a really good belt. Attaches like this. I don't know, this is kind of off camera, but comes through and then looks like this. So, and then this is, it's made as kind of like a last resort rappel. You can rappel from it if you had to. It wouldn't be your first choice, obviously, but worst case scenario, you could use it to rappel. This belt, I bought this belt. I've had a few other belts similar. I think I had a Black Hawk one time. I think that was the name brand, which was issued to me from the fire department. This one I bought before I did BLET, which in North Carolina, that's what the police rookie school is called. It's called BLET, Basic Law Enforcement Training, because we had to have uniforms for that, and you had to have a black belt. And I've always wanted one of the 511s. I heard they were, I don't know, a little better than the Black Hawk that I had. I think that was the brand. I think it was Black Hawk. I could be way off on that, but anyway, so I went ahead and got this one then, and and that was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it works really well. I've had it that long, and I've used it a good bit. Now this is the one I use too, also at the fire department as well, and I carry my gun with it almost every day, at least when I can, because you can't always carry a gun. You might be going somewhere that doesn't allow that or something, but anyway, most of the time, 95% of the time, I am carrying my gun, and I'm carrying with this belt with the crossbreed holster. They work great together. This gun is not a light gun. I mean, it's a Glock. Glock doesn't necessarily make a light gun. This is the 39, which is the 45 gap. Got a video on it. Got a video on this holster, so no sense in really going into too much on that. But it is a great holster. I love it. I recommend it. You can carry bigger guns than what you might think you could carry with this holster. It allows you to carry a little bit larger gun than what most people are used to carrying, which is why I like it. I also have the Pack My Grip on here. That helps with grabbing the gun if your hands are sweaty, high stress situation, whatever. Don't really have to worry about the gun slipping out of your hand. It works well, at least for me. I've had this knife for several years now, probably 2 or 3 years, I guess. But and this is a Chinese-made SWAT knife. I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of cheap. It's like $20–25. Cool thing about it is clips in your pants, and it has the ring that you pull it out with. And when you pull it out, if you do it right, the blade opens up. So the blade's open when you come out, and it's ready to, you're ready to go. So I'll keep this on my offhand side, which would be my left side. I'm right-handed, so this goes in my left front pocket, clipped So it's kind of like a backup weapon. I also use it as a tool. I mean, you know, I've never actually had to use my gun or knife or anything in a defensive situation, at least as a civilian. I haven't, so and I hope I never do. So that gets used as a tool too. A lot of people, you know, have a knife that's more of a tool knife and one that's more of a defensive knife, and I kind of use that one for both. And I don't know, it's just what I do. Also, I try to carry an extra magazine. This is the Glock 37 magazine, the full size 45 gap, holds 10, I think. And then this is a spacer to make up room for, since that's the shorter gun. And I carry it. This is not intended for a magazine. This was like a Leatherman tool or something, or some kind of off-brand Leatherman tool pouch. And it had a thing that come over and buttoned. But I just noticed one day that it fit the Glock magazines really well, and goes on your belt. And I carry this on my offhand side, on my belt, underneath my shirt, and it works great. So you don't always have to buy something specific for what you're doing. You can sometimes come across things and make things or improvise things, and this has worked really well for me. So, and this, I always try to carry some sort of light. This is kind of a cheap, sharper image carabiner keychain with this little light, and it's surprisingly pretty bright. It's not that bad. I had a better light that I carried, and it burned out, and I haven't put batteries in it yet. And I found this one. I'm not even sure where I got this. I was cleaning out a drawer one day and found it, and been carrying it, and I can put my keys on it, and got my light. So kind of taking a liking to that thing. I always try to carry some sort of fire on me. I don't smoke or anything, but it's always good to have. So I always usually carry just like a Bic lighter. I usually keep it in my little, like a little watch pocket on your jeans. I kind of put it in there because I don't like stuff just kind of floating around in my pockets. So that kind of keeps it there. I don't always carry cash, but if I do and it's more than a couple dollars, I like to keep it in a money clip, preferably in my front pocket. That way, if somebody does somehow steal my wallet or something, you know, my cash is secure. It's hard to, it'd be hard to get in my front pocket without me knowing. And this is actually kind of cool because it's not only a money clip, but it's actually got a file and a knife and scissors on this side. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool, and I carry it sometimes, like I said, if I'm carrying cash more than a couple dollars. If I have just a couple ones, I'll keep them in my wallet. I do carry a wallet. I'm not going to show you that. It's nothing fancy. It's a, you know, it's a plain wallet, just like anybody else would carry. Credit cards and debit card and stuff in it, license, carry permit, things like that. Nothing, you know, it's nothing crazy about my wallet. If you have a stomach like me, you will keep this with you at all times. This is Imodium, and comes in handy a lot. Like I said, if you have a stomach like mine, you'll carry that with you. You'll never leave home without it. I may leave home without my gun, but I don't leave home without Imodium. Another thing, and I don't always have this with me, I do sometimes, it's a paracord bracelet. I don't really like wearing watches and bracelets and things, so sometimes I'll have this on, sometimes I won't. Sometimes I might, you know, loop it through my belt or something, but I don't always carry this, but I do sometimes. Another thing too is every now and then, because I'm not a big ankle carry guy, this is a Phobos ankle rig. I don't really know they have a name for it or something, but kind of fancy name. But it's an ankle holster made, you know, by Phobos, and it works pretty good. This is actually for the J-frame Smith & Wessons, but it fits the Ruger LCR pretty well. It works really well with it, actually. And this is the Ruger LCR. I have not done a video on this yet, but I probably will. There's a lot out there. It's a fairly popular revolver. I do keep It is loaded. I'm aware of that. It's I keep the PDX plus P's in it. They're like 130 grain or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on the grain, but I love the PDX bullet. And this is a good gun. It's good. It's not my favorite as a primary. I don't usually carry as a primary. If I'm carrying on my ankle, it's usually as a backup. I usually always have my Glock, and this is just kind of a backup. Don't always carry it though. I'm not crazy about having guns on my ankle. It feels weird. Can't really get used to it. Depending on the pants you wear, I don't wear real baggy jeans, so sometimes it kind of looks funny. You can kind of tell there's something down there. But I do have it. Occasionally we'll wear it. If I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, if it's summertime, a crossbreed works okay if my shirt's big enough. But it works great with like button-up shirts and things like that. But if it's just a plain t-shirt and it's summertime or something, I may carry this. This is the Smart Carry, and it's dirty. I mean, you can tell when I can go on things if my dye from my jeans have rubbed off on it. But it goes up in the front, like in your pelvic area, and then wraps around your waist with the Velcro here, and your gun sits here. I'll kind of show you how that works. And it works well. Actually, the lower you wear this thing, when I first got it, I wasn't sure. I'll probably do a video on it too. I kind of wore it high. Didn't work as well, but the lower you wear it, if your pants or whatever you're wearing allows it to kind of sit low. It works really well. And the cool thing about it too is you have another pocket on this side, which is meant for an extra magazine, so you can carry, gun and magazine in this. And they have them with a back pouch too, where you could put anything, wallet, handcuffs, depending on what you're doing or, that day or whatever, different things. But I didn't get that model. I just got the one for the gun and the magazine. And I use it from time to time. Like I said, it's more of something I'll use in the summertime. Because I prefer to carry my gun strong side. Well, it's strong side, but it's a little more towards the back. It's kind of in between strong side and small the back, kind of where I carry. That's kind of how I prefer it. I can also sometimes fit this in a pocket if it, a pair of shorts or something that's looser. No, it doesn't really fit in jean pockets, at least not the jeans that I wear. And that's about it. I don't usually carry a multi-tool or anything. Maybe I should, but I don't really. I had a Swiss Army knife at one time. Carried that some, but I prefer things that either clip onto your pocket or onto a belt or something. I don't know, for some reason I can't really stand carrying things loosely in my pockets. It drives me crazy for some reason. But that's pretty much it. That's my everyday carry. Well, at least some of this is. I'm going to say, my actual, what would be more to a true everyday carry would be something more like this, Just the belt, the gun, lighter, the Imodium, mag pouch, magazine, this knife, and this light. That's, 99% of the time I've got this on me. So maybe another knife. I've got other knives. I'll probably do some reviews on those. But for the most part, this is it right here. It's a lot less than some people that I've seen, and it's a good bit more than, other people. A lot of people I know don't even carry guns. Some of them don't even carry pocket knives. But, that's their thing. And, not everybody's comfortable carrying a gun, but, or, some people can't. They don't have the permit or whatever, but, I'm kind of to the belief that if you are concealed carry and you have your permit and you're legally allowed to carry, that, you should. why else get it? You know, why waste your time and your money on your permit and everything if you're not going to carry? At least that's my opinion. But anyway, here it is. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.